What's good? Okay. Put the headphones on. Change the thumbnail. Yeah, boy. Code is 98035. Let me test it. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Shout out to my boy Bert, Umberto. So let's see, what are we doing here? We are using the line command along with coordinate or direct distance entry moves. Wow. So this is the first one. Oh wow, so nice. Yes. Very simple work. And let's bang it out real quick. Okay. Line. We'll just start on 5-5. The usual. We have to go 3 upwards. We had to go 1.5 over. And what is that? 175 up. Okay, or not. 1.7. An angle of 90 degrees. There we go. We got it. Hello, all the kids are sleeping and you're streaming. This is good. Yeah. I have to go down 325. What's it? Another 1.5. And then another 325 back up. 1.5 over again. And then what is it down? Comes down 175. What does it come over? Another 1.5. Down 3. And over. There we go. We're done. Easy. This is going to be lab 7. Not gonna lie, I was shutting my eyes a few minutes ago. Nice. Gotta enjoy, right? Okay. Well, let's see what we're doing here. Very similar. It's not quite symmetrical though, so try to throw you off a little bit if you're not paying attention. Okay. Thank you. To an angle of 90. Angle, what is it, 0? Okay. Is that right? It doesn't seem right. Something seems off. Oh, okay. Go back one, way to go, 1.5, an angle of 270. That's right, okay. I'm stupid. And this is also 1.5, so 3 and 3 is 6, and yeah, 1.5, 0, and then 3 at an angle of 270, 7.5 at an angle of 180. Done. What you're making, I'm just making objects because for practice and stuff like that. So these are the labs I have to do for school. I have 12 of them to do right now. It'll be easy. Should be able to get them done pretty quick. Just banged out too, pretty fast. So. Thanks, Tyler. Hope you're enjoying. go 9. Should really get like a book stand or something. That should be sufficient enough. Okay, so we're gonna go 1.75 upwards, 90. 1.5 over 0. 4 minus 75, 325. 90, right? Yeah, and then 1.5 at a 0 degree angle. That's 325 minus 5. 175. That angle of 270. Okay, yeah. 1.5 angle 0. The difference between 325 and 450, 125 at a 9 degree angle, 1.5 at a 0 degree angle. The difference between 3 and 1.5 at 270. Then over another, what is it, another 6 over 1.5 at angle 0, and then that's 3 at an angle of 270, and 7.5 at an angle of 180. Done. Another one banged out real quick. Easy peasy. We stand the smartest student in class. Nah, I'm not the smartest student in the class. Not the smartest student in class, but appreciate it. What's this rectangle in the middle? So we'll start here, line 5, 5. That's what I'm going to need a calculator for all these measurements that are just there. So I need to add 0.875 plus 0.875 plus 1.4 equals 315, an angle of 90. And then I have to go 1 at an angle of 0, and then I have to come up. Does it tell me how much I have to come up now? It does not. Why does it didn't tell you? Okay. Am I gonna have to go the other direction? Maybe I need to go around that way. Okay, so we're gonna just undo this. I have to go around the shape counterclockwise instead of going clockwise because there's one measurement that you have to figure out by going the other way, so we're gonna go the other way. That's what they do. My phone's dying. So, should get a portable charger. You could have my old portable charger if you want, now that I have the new one. Then over another 1.5 at a 0 degree, and then you need 1.625 at an angle of 270, 175 at an angle of, and this is 2875, 2875 at an angle of 90, yeah, 125 angle 0. Okay, so 5.25 minus 2.875 equals 2.375 at an angle of 90 degrees. Then need to come over another 0.5 at an angle of 180. Down 0.75, I believe. Right? Yeah. Over 2 at an angle of 180. Back up. What did I go down by? 0.75. So back up 75. And over 1 at a degree of 180. And then down. So 1 at an angle of 270. And then over 2 at an angle of 180. Up 1 again. Over 1 at an angle of 180. Drawing blanks here. This one you don't really know, so I have to go line, and I'm going to pick up on this side and go up. What did I determine this length was right here? 1.4 plus 0.875 plus 0.875. 315. 315 at an angle of 90 degrees. My bird's singing. And this is the one measurement they didn't give you, and so you have to work your way around this shape all the way this way to get to this point, work up this way to get to this point, and then just connect the two because it's an unidentified dimension. Also, there's a rectangle in the middle of the shape. It doesn't tell you how far it comes in now, does it? There's no direct dimensions, but it looks like it lines up with 1. So, and you can't always assume. That's why you should always have, when there's just an object in the middle of a shape, it dimensioned, you know. So we'll click here. It comes up 0.875 at an angle of 90, and I need to come over 1 at an angle of 0. Now this will be my starting point. I can go up 875 at a 90-degree angle. We have our first line, so I'm just going to delete these lines that were created to assist me in getting to that starting point. How long is it now? It is 4. 0. What did I make it? 0.875 coming downwards, so 270. And we can connect this final point, and that is lab number 10 finished. Just banging out the labs. You feel me? Ooh, crack my back, nice. Okay, now to lab number 11. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more labs. Kind of cooking through them now, so no worries. I love this monitor for CAD as well. It's such a beautiful monitor. Sorry if you hear my bird making just sus noises in the background. Okay, undo. What the hell did they do there? I accidentally clicked too many keys. Okay, so 0.5 at angle of 180. It just doesn't tell you how. Okay, so I'm gonna go over 1 at an angle of 180, and then I'm gonna go down. Where did I come up? I came up 1, so 270. Because there's an angle right here that is not dimensioned, so I use these two lines. I go over the 1, I come back down the 1. It's a 45-degree angle, but it doesn't tell you that. So you have to use those lines and get those points that you've created after dropping the lines to connect and make that diagonal line. Gotta go 1.5 over 180 degrees. And it comes up. Okay, it doesn't tell you. So what we're gonna have to do now is work on the other side of the shape to kind of wrap around, similar to what we had to do earlier at a 90-degree angle. And then I have to come up another 2, and then over 1.5. We're creating another angle that is not determined, not dimensioned on the paper, so we can't exactly get that without doing that line. This is 1.5 at an angle of 0 or 360, either one, and this is the dimension that was not there. So we're done with that. Actually, we do have a shape in the middle of it though, so here we have to come over 1.25 positively on the x-axis, which means you're going at an angle of 0 or 360. You have to come up 1 positively on the y-axis, which means you're going to be using a 90 degree. And because these are all on axis, that's why they are either 0, 360, 90, or 180, or 270. There's obviously angles in between that, but then that would be, you could use your coordinates for that, or you could go on your x and then your y and do like I did, connecting the 2 points at an angle. 150 and 150 is 3 plus 175, 475, 4.75 at an angle of 0 degrees because you're positively moving on the x-axis. 1.5 and an angle of 90 degrees because you're positively moving on the y-axis. 1.5 and an angle of 180 degrees because you're negatively moving on the x-axis. Okay. 1.5 at a degree of 90 because you're positively moving on the y-axis. 1.5 at a degree of 0 or 360 because you're positively moving on the x-axis. 175. 150 divided by 75, so that'd be 250. Oh wait, oh, so this is 250 and it's coming up 175. 175 minus 250, that's 75, so yes, 0.75 at an angle of 270 because you're negatively moving on the y-axis. come over 1.75 at an angle of 0 degrees or 360 because you're positively moving on the x-axis. And come back up 0.75 because you're positively at an angle of 90 because you're positively moving on the y-axis. And that is the end of that shape. Save as. What lab is this? This is lab number 11. Okay. It's always good to say what you're doing out loud when you're doing it because you work yourself into the habit of understanding it better. So, next shape, 6.5 at an angle of 0 degrees or 360 because you're, what? Okay. 6.5 at an angle of 0 degrees because you're why is it not? Hold on, let me see something. At an angle 6.5 an angle of, okay, there we go. Jeez, 0 degrees. Because you're positively moving on the x-axis. Now you're going to come up 90 degrees because you're moving positively on the y-axis. You can only say it so many times to burn it into your mind. Okay, so we have an angle here that is not determined. We have to use our dimensions to figure that out ourselves. So first off, we're going to have to minus 650 the total length of the object by 475 to determine a missing dimension to move this way. Move this way on the object. So that's going to leave us with 175. 175. So have our line, specify this is the first point, and we're going to come over 175 negatively on the x-axis, which is going to be an angle of 180 degrees. And then we have to come up a total of 1 plus 2 is 3, and going positively on the what the hell is this? Okay, we have to go, what was it, 175 I said, at an angle of 180 degrees because you're negatively moving on the x-axis. And we have to go 3 up positively on the y-axis, which is 90 degrees. And now we connect these two and we have that angle that they do not tell us. This is going to be 1 at an angle of 180 because you're negatively moving on the x-axis. And we have to come down to an angle of 270 because you're negatively moving on the y-axis. 1 over, because 10 degree of 0, because you know why? You're positively moving on the x-axis. Hope you're learning something here. This is wrong. So let me see what I did wrong. It's slightly off because this object down here, right here, does not line up with right here. It does not drop down directly. So this measurement right here doesn't actually mean that's how big this line is right here. So what we're going to have to do is determine the difference between right here and right here and subtract that from the total length of this and that'll give, and then divide that by 2, and that'll give you the extra that you'd have to add on to that number right there. So what we're going to do is 475 minus 175 is going to give you 3. Okay. So it's an extra, so 350, which is the total length of the bottom part that was right here. That's 350. 350 minus 3 is 50, so you're gonna have to add it's 125 on the. Okay, so line, we're already on the line now. We have to come back down. What did I say? 2 at an angle of 270. This needs to come over 1.25 at an angle of 0, and then back down 1 at an angle of 270. 3.5 over at a 180 degree angle. 1 up at a 90 degree angle. Back over 1.25 at an angle of 0 or 360. And 2 up at an angle of 90 degrees. Now we get to come back over 1 at an angle of 180 degrees. And that looks like it's good. Okay, so now what we do here, because we have to come back down at an angle, this object is symmetrical, so it's exactly what's going on here. Come up 1 at an angle of 90 degrees, and we can connect these points. I just want to make sure something is okay. Okay, yeah, it just looked a little bit weird, but no, it is perfectly symmetrical, and we got all the dimensions right. So, good there. That one's a little weird, because you would think that, let me just show you on the computer since I now have it all the way drawn. You would think that from here, from here all the way to this side, you would think that this is directly over it, because it kind of looks like it on the paper, but it's not, and you might mess that up. So, because this right here, this line is 3.5, and right here, from here is 3, and it's very close, but not quite. So when you come down here, this line is 2, when you come down 2, you have to come over 1 1/4 instead. These, you know, these ones look very similar, but this one is 1. This line is 1 1/4. Does not tell you, so that you have to determine yourself. Figure that out yourself, which some people might not. Next lab. Okay, so we're gonna go line. We're gonna go 5, 5. .75 at an angle of 0 degrees. We're gonna come up 0.75 again at an angle of 90 degrees. Now we have to come over 150 minus 725, so 1 minus 7 is 6. 25 minus 50 is 575. 575 at an angle of 0 degrees, because you're positively moving on the x-axis. We're going to come back down 75 units. Oh, wow. Seriously? Okay, so you're 5.75 at an angle of 0. Coming back down 0.75 at an angle of 270, because you have to negatively move on the x-axis, y-axis. Positively move on the x-axis now is an angle of 0 or 360 degrees. Oh, thanks. 325 positively on the y-axis, which means a angle of 90 degrees. Oh, actually, hold on. It's a little bit more than that. It is is that the same? Huh. Okay, I figured out what I'm doing. It's 4.5 at an angle of 90 degrees. Need to come over 0.75 at an angle of 180 degrees because you're moving negatively on the x-axis. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so 0.75 and 0.75 at an angle of 180. Now we're going to come back down 0.5 at an angle of 270 over another 0.75 at an angle of 180. And then now we're coming down 0.75 at an angle of 270. And over 1 an angle of 180. Now we have to come down 175 minus 325 is 150 and an angle of 270. Looks right, I'm pretty sure. .75 up at an angle of 90. I'm back. Need to sign for a package. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know what she ordered. She ordered some random Alright, I need to get back into this. So 1.5 at an angle, 180 degrees. That's 2. 180. Okay. Back up 1.5 at a 90 degrees. Over 0.75 at 180. Up 0.5 at a 90. And 1.25 at a 180 degrees. I'm good now? Okay, we're done with that one. Man. Save this one as... Jesus Christ, you are. Stop texting me. All right, next one. This one has a bit of 3 angles on it, so first we'll come over 175 and angle of 0. We'll do the simple stuff first. What? Okay, so alright, I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna come around this object because the angles aren't specified and there's only dimensions, so I think I have to go around clockwise. I was gonna go around counterclockwise, but I'm missing a measurement and I have to wait until I come all the way around the shape to get that one part. So I need to go 3.25 and angle of 90 and then 1.75 over an angle of 0. This is the first angle. We got it. There's this one, which is now 1.75 over at 0 degrees. And then it has to come back down to an angle of 270. And there's that. That's the next angle. Delete line. This right here. 2.75 an angle of 0. 1.25 an angle of 90. 2 an angle of 0. 1.25 at an angle of 270. Yeah. 2.25 at an angle of 270 again. 1.5 at an angle of 180. And now we're going to create the next angle right there. And from here, come over 5 at an angle of 180. And this is the one measurement that they didn't tell. So we had to come all the way around the shape to get that 1 point. And save this as lab. Well, lab is 13. No, 14. What? 14. Okay. Sorry, I have to keep answering messages. My phone is blowing up right now, so I'm going to start a new one. For the next lab, we only have like 4 labs left to do, so. Light. 3 at an angle of 90. 225 at an angle of 0. Come over 1 at an angle of 0, and then we have to come down. Oh, it doesn't tell you. Ah, man. There's no specific measurement for this. Oh, I'm an idiot. Because it's a 45-degree angle. If I came over a distance of 1, that means I have to go down a distance of 1. 270. And now it's a 45-degree angle. Duh. Stupid. That looks really big. Something's off here. Is this line the wrong measurement? Because I'm pretty sure this should be like 3. That makes more sense. Why was it? Did I miss? I must have messed up a button. 225 at an angle of 0. 1 at an angle of 0. 1 at an angle of 90. Connect. Delete that. Okay, L and what? Okay, L, enter. Line. Done. Okay. Now we get to work on the inside. At an angle of 0. So we have the inside started. Just get rid of these unnecessary lines. 1.5. Yeah, that looks about right. See a pattern here. Next lab. Jesus. Oh boy. So this is an angle of 45 degrees, so 1 at an angle of 0, or no, 1 at an angle of 90, then 1 at an angle of 0 to do that, because one at an angle of 0, 1 at an angle of 270, and then we got that. Oh, it doesn't even tell you how far I have to come over here. Which way do I gotta go? What the frick? It looks like it's symmetrical, right? The whole thing is 7, so if that was the halfway point, yeah, it looks like it's symmetrical. No worries, it's a symmetrical drawing. I'm trying not to assume that, but you should never assume that. 2.5 angle of 0, and I have to come up 2 plus 1 is 5 short, so 2 at an angle of 90, 0.5 at an angle of 180, 1 at an angle of 90, 0.5 at an angle of 0, 2 at an angle of 90, 1.5 at an angle of 180. Then we need to, this is not a 45 degree angle, I believe. 1.5 over, 2 at an angle of 270, 1.5 at an angle of 180, and then just connect them. Yeah, that's not a perfect it's a 45-degree angle, so 0.75 at 270. One end angle of 180. 0.75 at an angle of 90. Another 1.5 over 180 degrees negatively on the y-axis. 2 positively on the y-axis, so 90. And 1.5 at an angle of 180. And now we just line and connect these and boom. Save as. Two more. And then we're done. Almost an hour. Oh, wow. Okay, that was interesting. Just saw someone post about murder on Instagram. This person I follow, someone she went to school with, had a boyfriend who killed his mom, and the girl she went to school with is also being charged with tampering in evidence and concealing a body. It's like, what? It's crazy. Some crazy ass people. It's bugging. This one's fun. Okay. Line 5, 5. So we're gonna come over 12 at a 0-degree angle. We're gonna come. Great. Can't do that one yet. So we have to go clockwise on the drawing. Should have picked up on that. It's usually clockwise. At an angle of 90 degrees, and then we have to come over at a 0-degree 1, and then come up 0.93 0.38 at an angle of 90 degrees. That's this angle. Great. Okay, great. It's gonna be an obscure measurement. So first we're gonna go 2 at an angle of 0, and we have to come back up. Okay, so 2 plus 0.938 plus 2.063 equals 5.001 minus 7, 1.999. So 1.999 at an angle of 90 degrees. Ooh, love that. And now if we come over 4 at an angle of 0, that'll give us this undetermined line. So now we have the shape. We have 3 boxes that are within the shape. The first one is over 1.5 and up 2.063, I guess. 2.063 at an angle of 90. What? 90. Okay. And that should be, yes, squared off with that, which I believe it is. And now it's 1 at an angle of 0, and then 1 at an angle of 270, then 1 at an angle of 180. And this line I could delete. I can delete that line, and then I can create another line and finish connecting that. 1 box done, and then a couple others to go. Okay, so this one is going to be all the way over. So I have to add these decimals. Okay, so 5.688. Well, actually, no, I don't really need to do that. Never mind. I could just type that in. So 5.688 at an angle of 0, and then I have to come up. How far do I come up? 4 at an angle of 90. Okay, and then 2.188 at an angle of 90. Then 2.25. No, I don't need to put a 0, but an angle of 0, and then back down 2.188 at an angle of 270, and then right there, I just click that. Okay, now we're gonna go to this one. 9.5 minus 12. 2.5, right? 2.5 at an angle of 180. And then I have to come up 0.938 at an angle of 90. Now I'll have it, and I don't know if it's a perfect square. They don't tell you. There's only one measurement around it, so I will assume it's a perfect square. So 1.063 at an angle of 0. And then 1.063 at an angle of 90. 1.063 at an angle of 180. And then we'll connect that there. Delete this. Delete that. We have our final shape. And is everything right? Yeah. Maroon lab 1-17. We have one final lab to do now. Lab 18, and I will be actually ahead because this is tomorrow. This is Monday's work. So, Monday's work at school. So I guess should start clockwise, since every time I go counterclockwise I end up hitting a bump in the road and hitting a length that can't be determined without doing some of the other objects first. So this is a 45-degree angle, so 1 at 0 and then 1 at 90 should give us that. Three minus 1 is 2. Angle 0, and you have to come up 2, 3, so 2 at an angle of 90. And over, well, this is a 45-degree angle. God, what the frick? Okay. Now I actually need to go the way I wasn't gonna go. Now I can go counterclockwise fine. 12 at an angle of 0. I need to come over. You need to come over 4. Oh, I messed that last one up. Now that I think about it, so. No, actually I didn't mess it up. I'm fine. I'm stupid. What am I doing? 3 at an angle of 180. And then I need to come up. There's no total length for this. Shit. Trying to figure out how to determine the length of this part right here. There is no total height of the object, which is a problem. There's nothing I can work off of. This one's weird. I think whoever made this lab might have missed a dimension on here because I'm trying to think of a way to work around this, and I don't think there is a way. Because I come to this angle that doesn't have a length. Which is really annoying. Wait a minute, let's see. So that would be 6 from there to there. 6. So if I can just figure out how much this angle is, this distance right there. Oh. 3 and then 5. So that's 2. Okay. So I need to come over 2 and up 2. I got it. 2 at an angle of 0. 2 at an angle of 90. That is our 45-degree angle that we need, and it now will get us might have hit a block of the road again. Oh, 4. Okay, so 4, 0, and now this. Okay, yeah. See, it just doesn't give you like dimensions that are, you know, to it. You kind of just have to like look at a line and then follow it over and hope that that's actually it. Which is not necessarily the right way you want to do that. I mean, if you're creating a drawing and you're making people assume to some degree, that's not right. The standard of this drawing is it's not held to standard. It's under standards. I'm an idiot. Delete. Delete. So from here to here is 2 and angle 0. That's what I should have done. Now line and then do this. Come up 2 and angle 90 and then 1 at an angle 0 and 2 at an angle 270 and then 1 at an angle 180. That's still wrong. How is that 3.5? Oh, okay. Now I see what I did. I'm like dyslexic, so it should be 2.5 at an angle of 0. Now we'll go line 2 at an angle of 90, 1 at an angle of 0, 2 at an angle of 270, and 1 at an angle of 180. And now it's perfect. Jesus, I'm stupid. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I missed a 0.5 on it, that's why. So, oops. And we're done with all the labs. File, save as, and this is the last one today to do. And we're done. That was fun. Very exciting. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed me doing my homework, and I hope if anyone needed assistance or a better understanding of something that you learned something during this. If not, no, that sucks. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you later. Monday I will do more of this after school. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. No, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. From around 1:30 to 2:30 I will be doing this. Alright? Around that time. I'll see you then. We could take this journey together learning AutoCAD. See you later.